EA Sports welcomes you to another great NFL matchup. I'm glad you could join us for tonight's matchup. This should be a very interesting game as the Bengals square off against the Saints. Let's go to midfield for the coin toss. The crowd is ready, the teams are ready, so let's get tonight's game going. The Bengals are ready to kick this one off. Not a bad kick, they'll set up for the return. From the 13-yard line. The Saints will start the drive from the 31-yard line. Let's take a look at the first coach in our EA Sports Coaches Close-Up. Jim Haslett was hired by the Saints in February of 2000. This is actually his second stint with the team. He served as linebackers coach in 1995 and defensive coordinator in 96. Second member of our EA Sports Coach Close-Up is Marvin Lewis. His NFL stops included Washington, Baltimore, and Pittsburgh, but it was a success as the Ravens defensive coordinator that made him a top head coaching prospect. Breaking through. Williams is there on the stop. In today's game, a matchup of two of the premier running backs in the National Football League, John.
Two of the better run-blocking offensive line. You can't run without those big guys clearing out some space. And I'm expecting the blocking up front to be a key to this victory.
The back breaking free. The 30. And he's stopped at the 24-yard line. It's another running play, and they'll pick up another first down.
Hey, when things are clicking like this, you just want to keep going for as long as you can.
Cincinnati goes with a four-man front. Hand it off. O'Neal takes him down. Not much there, maybe a yard. And this is the fifth play of this drive. They're in field goal range. Cincinnati comes out in a 4-3. Fullback handoff. Webster makes the tackle. Flags are down, and this one appears to be on the offense.
Holding on the offense. Number 72.
Gandy is going to be flagged for holding on that play.
If the defensive guys get a good jump, sometimes the only thing you can do to protect the quarterback is grab hold of somebody's jersey.
So we'll have a second and long after the penalty. Cincinnati lines up in a 4-3. Gets rid of it. It's going the other way. He appeared to be fooled by the zone coverage as the timely interception is made by Webster.
He's going to have to take more of what the defense gives him, and not try and shoot for a big play so often.
So after the interception now, it's 1st and 10. Johnson is on the right of the formation. Hands it off. Play action. Under pressure. Young gets to him in a hurry.
And he really overpowered the blocker that time. He's a big, big, strong man.
It's 2nd down and 15 to go. Warley using 3 linebackers. Bellamy comes up to make the play. Gets 1, maybe 2 yards on the toss. 3rd and long. Orleans goes with a 4-man front. Pressure coming. Got to him as he throws. Bad pass. He needed to hit just as he threw.
Yeah, he had a big arm come in right there at the last second.
Three plays. They lost yardage. Here comes the punter. Here's the kick. Fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals come out in a 4-3. Looking to run it here. Simmons makes the play at the 31-yard line. The linebacker comes up to make the tackle. Ball on their own 31. The Bengals with a four-man front. Hand it off. Williams comes up to make the play at the 33. Just about 2 yards on the run by the halfback. It's 3rd down and 7 to go. Horn is on the right of the formation. Gets the pass off, and he makes the grab. The Saints find a way to convert the 3rd and long, their second one on this series. Ball on their own 43. McAllister, the lone setback. Hands it off to the back. Rattler takes him down. McAllister kept his legs moving, gets 7 hard-earned yards. Fifth play of this drive. Ball at about midfield. The Bengals line up in a 4-3. Still running. Williams with the tackle. Good job getting past the sticks on that run. Only one man in the backfield. He's on to the tailback. Stopped behind the line. Loss of a couple. McAllister couldn't escape the pursuit and was cut down quickly. That first down marker just inside the 35. Dropping back with the throw, and he hits his target. He found a soft spot in the coverage, John.
The receiver did a great job reading the coverage. He found a hole in the zone, and the quarterback found him in that hole with the pass.
That first down marker just inside the 35. Quarterback. Here's the long attempt. The kick sails through. It's good. And so, John, the drive comes up a little shorter than they might have liked, but they still managed to come away with a field goal.
Yeah, I know they might have liked to have gotten in there for a touchdown, but 3 points is 3 points, and sometimes that's all you need.
From the 5-yard line. The 20. The Bengals will start this drive from the 22-yard line.
Now, smart coach would call this defense.
1st and 10. The Saints come out in a 4-3. He tucks it away. Allen comes up to make the play. Good play by the linebacker to get into the backfield and stop the play for no gain.
I'll tell you, that comes from watching a lot of film and knowing the tendencies of the opponent. That was a heck of a play.
New Orleans goes with a 4-man front. After 1 quarter of play, the score is 3-0. The teams have switched sides and will start the second quarter. Ball on their own 21. Johnson, the lone back. Throws it. Goes up and grabs it.
That is just great athletic ability.
Gain of 8 on the play.
2 yards to go. The Saints with a 4-man front. Setting up play action with the pass. And he makes the grab. Smith is there on the stop at the 46. The pass moves the chains, and they get their first down of the game. The Saints line up in a 4-3. Jump is there for the tackle. The defensive tackle shed the blocker and makes the tackle after a short gain.
You should stop him with this play.
They have to get to the 36 to convert for a first down. New Orleans comes out in their nickel package. Gets the pass off. This pass is incomplete. Bruce Mansley was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
The intended
Brown
receiver
with
on
the
the play.
coverage. And this is the 6th play of this drive. New Orleans comes out in their nickel package. Closing in. Throwing. Almost picked off. 2 tipped passes in a row. Larson is trying to pin them close to their goal line. Here's the punt. And he waves for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 14-yard line.
First and 10. Cincinnati comes out in a 4-3. On the call, dropped behind the line for a loss of a couple. He got to the outside, but went nowhere.
I'll tell you, the quickest way down the field is straight ahead. Going outside and dancing around and all that stuff, that's not going to help you move the ball.
Cincinnati lines up in a 4-3. Hands it off to the fullback. Setting up play action. He'll keep it. Simmons comes up to make the play. Not the traditional way to get the ball down the field, but it works.
Yeah, he's a quarterback, but on that one, he looked more like a running back.
Only one man back. Hands off to the tailback. Williams is there on the stop. And there's a penalty on the play. I think it was holding up
On the
front.
offense, number 71, 4th down.
4th down coming up, and they need about 2. So instead of the special teams group, they let the offense stay out on the field and take a shot on 4th down. You have to wonder why he decided to go for it on that 4th down.
I don't know what that coach was thinking. That's why you have special teams to play a game of field position. Try this one.
Within scoring distance. New Orleans using 3 linebackers. Looking to run it here. Rodgers makes the play. Not much running room this time.
A smart coach would call this play.
The first down marker is just inside the 13. So they're now inside the 20, down by 3. Allen comes up to make the play.
This defense will stop him for sure.
And here's what they've been able to do so far on 3rd down. They'll go from the shotgun. Hand it off to the fullback. Pressure. Throwing. The pass ball's incomplete.
Incomplete. Number 84, the intended receiver on the play.
Shane Graham can tie this game up if he can put it through. The kick is up. The attempt is good. The Bengals have tied the game. They were in field goal range when that drive started, and that's exactly what they wound up with. Short kickoff. From the 19. The 30. The Saints will start this drive from the 39. Ball on their own 39. The Bengals line up in a 4-3. Simmons is there for the tackle.
Holding on the offense, number 85.
They'll get him for holding here.
I didn't really see a hold on that one. That could be one of those phantom calls.
It'll be 1st and long here after the penalty backs them up. Cincinnati comes out in their nickel package. Pass play here on 1st down. Throwing. He hits his receiver. O'Neal is there on the stop. 2-minute warning coming up. Cincinnati goes with a 4-man front. Dropping back. Gets rid of it. Incomplete pass. Johnny really hammered him as the ball got there, and it popped loose.
That's a way to make him come up with nothing but air.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now. The Bengals come out in a 4-3. Hand it off to the back. The 40. Herring comes up to make the play. They'll try to mix things up here, but make sure not to do anything to jeopardize at least a field goal attempt before the half. They're in field goal range. Only one man in the backfield. Williams takes him down, and they're trying to force the defense to adjust to them. The 1st down marker just inside the 17. Cincinnati lines up in a 4-3. Hand it off. Big hit on the ball carrier. Good blocking up front, allowing him to find the seam downfield that he needed.
Hey, all he had to do was get behind those big old blockers and just keep pushing. The next thing you know, they're moving the chains.
And this is the 6th play of this drive, within scoring distance. The Bengals come out in a 4-3. Webster is there on the stop. 6, maybe 7 yards on the counter play. And this is the 7th play of this drive, and they find themselves in scoring range. The Bengals with a 4-man front. They give it to the halfback. Simmons is there for the tackle at the 9-yard line. Decker battles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard pickup. 8th play of this drive, in field goal range now. Cincinnati comes out in a 4-3. Hand off to the tailback. Smith brings him down, and they get enough to move the chains. He should have been stopped short, but he was able to power his way for a 1st down.
Yeah, and you could put that one on the defense because they had a shot at him. They just couldn't bring him down.
Cincinnati goes with a 4-man front. Hand it off. Touchdown, Saints. McAllister takes that one in on the ground. They'll get set for the extra point. And it's up. The extra point attempt is good. They have a 1-touchdown lead now. And that drive, John, is capped off with the touchdown.
Big players make big plays, and that scores touchdowns. Give some credit to the linemen out there. They're the biggest guys in the field, and without them, no one gets into the end zone.
This one is taken by Russell. The Bengals will have to hurry it up as they start the drive.
They got to have good clock management if they want to get some points in this drive. And if they can get some, it'll be a big help for them going into half.
It's 1st and 10. Johnson lines up on the right side. Palmer with a man in motion. Rolling. Thomas pulls him down at the 24-yard line.
There's only one way that they're going to be able to do something about this score. Keep throwing and getting out of bounds.
2nd and 6. Johnson is lined up on the right. Dropping back. Under pressure. Gets rid of it. It's broken up. Great effort up front to put the pressure on.
And you'll see that kind of thing out of these guys a lot. They're big and they're strong and they're fast. Opposing offensive lines sure have their hands full when they get out in this field.
With 2 extra defensive backs, the defense is in the dime. Gets the pass off. It's batted away.
That's just great positioning by the defender. He has his eyes in the backfield the whole time, and he was right there to break the play up.
Now here's the punt unit as the defense forces a 3-and-out. Here's the kick. From the 37. Picked up pretty good yardage that time, and he stopped at the 48-yard line. So they have 1st and 10 here. The Bengals come out in a 4-3. He'll take a knee. Going into halftime, the score is 10-3. Here we go, the second half, just about set for the kickoff. Deep line drive. This one is handled by Russell. The Saints have had their way on defense, shutting down the passing game on their way to a halftime lead. Ball on their own 20. New Orleans goes with a 4-man front. Hand it off. Howard records the tackle. Johnson runs it through the middle, a gain of about 6.
This is a good one to call.
It's 2nd down and 3 to go. New Orleans comes out in a 4-3. Rodgers is there for the tackle. Great blocking up front to open up a hole that big.
Teams run in the middle about 80% of the time, and that's inside the tackle. So you have to be able to have some success doing it. This time, there was no problem getting it up in there.
Ball on their own 31. New Orleans using 3 linebackers. Watson is there on the stop. Johnson couldn't pick up any blocking on that play.
This defense looks good.
So it's 2nd and 10. New Orleans goes with a 4-man front. Hand it off to the back. Stop behind the line. Loss of a couple. And they lose a few yards on the draw.
And there was nowhere to go. The defensive line looked like they knew exactly where that play was headed right from the start.
3rd and long. Here are the numbers when it comes to 3rd down conversions. With 2 extra defensive backs, the defense is in the dime. With the pass, nearly picked off. Pratt was there on the coverage.
Number 80, the intended receiver on the play.
Larson is ready to punt this one away. Here's the punt. From the 29. Not much return room that time, and he goes down at the 40-yard line. Ball on their own 40. Cincinnati lines up in a 4-3. O'Neal comes up to make the play. Flags are down. This one appears to be on the offense.
Number 75.
Mayberry is called for holding.
Holding happens on almost every play. It just depends on whether the official sees it and decides to call it.
Ball on their own 30. Only one man back. Throws it, and it's intercepted. The 40. Here we go. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Bengals. The defense forces the turnover, gets it in for the touchdown. Shane Graham comes in for the point after, which will knot it up. The kick is up. The extra point attempt is good. The Bengals have tied it. Graham is back and ready to put this one in the air. Decent kick. We should have a return. From the 14-yard line. The 30. The Saints will start to drive from the 37-yard line. 1st and 10. Only one man in the backfield. Hand it off. Misses the tackle. Herring stops him. Johnny was able to get away from a defender who broke into the backfield to get the first down.
If you get into an opponent's backfield, you've got to make the stop.
The Bengals with a four-man front gives the ball off. O'Neal is there on the stop. McAllister was dragged down before he could get to the line of scrimmage. Ball right around midfield. Horn is on the right of the formation. With the throw, he hits his receiver. Webster comes up to make the play. Horn didn't have much room to do anything with that one.
Yeah, they had the coverage, and they made the sure play instead of trying something fancy, like going for a pick.
Hand off to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. Williams is there on the stop at the 37. McAllister picks up the first down. That's the second time on this drive he's been able to move the chains. So they have 1st and 10 here. Horn is lined up on the right. Dropping out to pass on first down. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Stallworth was the one they were trying to get the ball to. 6th play of this drive. Cincinnati lines up in a 4-3. Williams created problems in the backfield on that ball. He is showing no mercy. He's on anything that moves, and that takedown was his 9th. First down marker just inside the 27. The defense has had difficulty stopping them on 3rd down. Steps up into the pocket. Throwing. Drops the interception. John, it looked like he never saw the defender.
Sometimes in zone coverage, a quarterback will throw to a spot where his receiver is supposed to be. That time, the only one there was a defender who couldn't make the catch.
And rather than punt, they're going to let the offense have a shot at this 4th down. Dropping back. Stepping up. Throws it. And he hits his target. A solid tackle by O'Neal. Go to the air on 4th and long and pick up the first down.
They had a 4th and long, and they make a throw down the field to pick up the first down. That's a perfect route running and an even better pass.
And this is the 9th play of this drive. They're within striking distance here. The Bengals come out in a 4-3. Hand it off to the back. Williams is there for the tackle. A 15-yard gain right there on first down. $11 yards to the end zone. Only one man in the backfield. O'Neal makes the tackle at the 10-yard line. After a very short pickup, it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you, if you want to run outside the tackles, you have to seal off the inside, and kick out the outside to have some kind of hole to run through. That just didn't happen on that play.
McAllister, the lone back. Hand it off. Williams makes the stop.
The defense just seems to be out of position every time they give them the ball.
They can still pick up the first without scoring here.
The offense has been stepping it up on third down all day.
Give it to the halfback. He's there on the stop. So they come up short of the first on third down, and we should see the kicker here. And it's on its way. The kick hooks left, and he misses it. So they're ready to go on offense after the missed field goal. They'll start at the 20. The Saints line up in a 4-3. Looking to run it here. Allen takes him down at the 22-yard line. Johnson takes advantage of a little daylight, picks up 3 yards. 8 to go. Palmer back in the shotgun. Throwing. Interception. Never looking away from his primary target, and that's very often a bad idea. After the interception, they'll take over in good scoring position. The Bengals come out in a 4-3. Looking upfield. O'Neal stops the play in the backfield. He was looking for room outside. There was none.
Sometimes these outside runs take a little too long to develop, giving the defense a chance to make a play for a loss.
So at the end of the third quarter, we're all tied up. The Saints start the fourth quarter in field goal range, but clearly looking for a touchdown in this spot. And he stopped at the 18. Counter play that goes for maybe a couple. Ball on the 18-yard line. Here's a look at the third down success rate of each team. Nickelback in this time. Drops back. Stepping up with the pass. And it's caught. They'll spot this one at the 7-yard line. Stallworth makes the catch, and John that'll move the chains.
He's one of the keys to their success when they're moving the ball through the air.
The Bengals with a 4-man front. He tucks it away. Williams is there for the tackle. McAllister runs it through the middle, a gain of about 6. It's second and goal at the 1-yard line. Trying to sneak. Touchdown, Saints. Touchdown. The kicker lines up for the point after. And it's up. The point after is good. Big touchdown there, putting them on top. So they begin in the red zone and wind up punching it in for a touchdown.
It's a must to score touchdowns when you get field position like that.
Good distance. From the 3-yard line. The 20. The Bengals will start the drive from the 25-yard line. Ball on their own 25. Hand off to the tailback. Grant records the tackle at the 26. Pickup of about a yard on the run.
Heck, this is a good one to call.
It's second down and 9 to go. They give it to the halfback. Watson makes the play. Johnson with a nice burst through the middle that time. 5-yard pickup. Ball on their own 31. The Saints with a 4-man rush. Hand it off. Young cuts him down at the 32-yard line. They're trying to pick up the first down on the ground, but they're short.
I have to question that call. They're losing the game, and they aren't in field goal range, but they still run the ball.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. Won't take a chance trying to return this one.
Holding on the receiving team, number 59.
The Bengals will begin this drive with better field position thanks to the foul. So they have 1st and 10 here. Cincinnati comes out in a 4-3. Just won't go down. Herring records the stop. Picks up some tough yards there. Second and 4. Cincinnati using 3 linebackers. Hand off to the tailback. O'Neal is there on the stop. They came with a run blitz and bottled him up.
You'll see him do that kind of thing a lot. As a quarterback, you want to make your pre-snap read. If you see him walking guys up to the line, you should audible to some kind of slant or quick out to take advantage.
Two minutes left. Only one man back. Give it to the halfback. Drops behind the line for a loss of cover.
On the carry. Loss of 2 on the play.
4th down now. 7 yards to go. Don't know why they're going for it here. You'd think they'd just punt. Gets the pass off. Nearly intercepted.
Boom! This defense will stop him for sure.
Johnson is lined up on the right. Palmer with a man in motion. With the throw. He goes up and grabs it. Good read, finding the single coverage in the secondary. They're going to keep it moving here. They're heading straight to the line. Pressure coming. He loses it. The Bengals recover.
You know what this tells? It keeps one defense on the field. It doesn't let them get the right personnel in there sometimes.
And we'll take a few looks to determine whether the ball came out before the knee was down.
The key thing here is that the ball started to come out before his knee was down. If it did, then it should be counted as a fumble.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is overturned.
So the referee agrees with the official upstairs, and this one has been overturned.
Well, it was put in to right a wrong. And right there, it was wrong. And now it's right.
Dropping back. Rolls right. Throwing. And they have to go to the air because they need big plays fast.
That's right. You got to have composure in these situations. Find your receivers who can pick up yardage after the catch. But most importantly, you have to keep the chains moving.
Johnson lines up on the right side. Great fake. Closing in. Incomplete. So he tries getting the ball to his receiver in the end zone, but it's off the mark, and now fourth down. A little over a minute left. This is not a difficult decision. They're going to go for it. With the pass. Almost intercepted. The defense comes up with a big stop on fourth down, and they'll take over with less than 2 minutes to play. We're just about down to 1 minute. Hand it off to the back. Simmons pulls him down. He's showing no signs of fatigue as he bulldozes for 125 yards. McAllister, the lone back. On the carry. Simmons comes up to make the play at the 13-yard line. So they need about 3 here. So as they get set to try to convert, here's what both teams have done on third down. McAllister, the lone setback. They give it to the halfback. Webster is there for the tackle at the 18. This one will be over with a kneel down or maybe 2. 1st and 10. So they'll just wind the clock down and get out of here with a win. They'll take a knee. Ball on their own 16. No need for anything else but taking a knee here to finish this one out. He'll just take a knee. We've come to the end of this one, and the score is 17-10. This is Al Michaels with John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports.